Hello, my name is Brandy Bernardi, and this is my Iteration 1 showcase. I want to start by showing my stories here on my Trello board. Here's my backlog, and my in progress column shows all the stories that I chose to work on for this sprint. What I learned from this iteration is the most important thing is how to appropriately choose which stories I'm going to work on for an iteration. My process for this was first I went through my backlog and found all of my must stories based on the Moscow prioritization. I put all my must stories on top here and then listed the shoulds and then the coulds underneath. And after doing that, I wanted to rank them by the story points and how much effort each one was going to take. So I put the ones with the most effort involved at the top, down to the smaller ones. So as far as the stories for this particular iteration, I knew I wanted to work on as many musts as I could. I felt like every story, all the must stories should be completed before the should, then the could. So all of the stories for this iteration I chose are musts. And then another important aspect to look at is the story points and how much effort it was going to take. I chose 4 stories to work on this one, and they are all medium-sized stories. And then there is a smaller one down here. But for the most part, there are story points of 5 and 8, which I consider medium. So I feel like 4 medium stories was doable for the iteration. And then I can work on, I have quite a few 13-point stories, and I feel like those are ones I would have to work on just 1 or 2 at a time. So that's the most important thing I learned from this sprint was just how to wisely choose my stories. As far as obstacles, I didn't really have any obstacles other than my own personal mismanagement of time and not getting the assignments done on time, which is something I definitely will work on for the next sprint. I fell behind a little bit, turning things in past the due date. So I just need to work on my own procrastination and time management, and hopefully I can do better next time. And as far as completing all the stories, I feel like I would have been able to complete all these stories if I were actually implementing them. A lot of them just have to do with, finding the right software suite that will have all these features and then creating the features if not. So I do think I would have been able to get them all done. Thank you for watching.